Hi you, thanks for joining us in this video. We are in Copenhagen and we've got 2 days to spend here and explore as much as we can. Because the port is quite a way out from the city, we're using the hop-on hop-off bus tour to get ourselves around, and in this video we explore Tivoli Gardens as well as a couple of other places. The ticket that we bought included all of the different routes that you can do, as well as a boat tour that we'd be taking the following day. We decided to change buses at the train station area near Tivoli Gardens so that we could go onto the Carlsberg line, which takes you out to the Carlsberg brewery if you want to get off here, but also the zoo is out here and the Frederiksberg Gardens, which is what we were actually heading for. This is a lovely park established in the 18th century, and it's right next door to the Frederiksberg Palace, which was built by King Frederick of Denmark. There's lots of lakes and nice canals to walk around, and it's quite a good spot to come to where it's a bit quieter than the rest of the city and you can just get away from it all a little bit. As we were walking around, we happened across the backside of the zoo, and there's a really good viewing area for the elephants in the zoo that you can get to without actually having to go into the zoo itself. And we were really lucky. Just as we walked up to it, some of the elephants were coming down to the water, the mother and the two calves that came down. It was a really nice moment just seeing that, and just happened to time it so well. I could have stayed here all day watching them. I mean, aren't they magnificent? And we certainly didn't expect to see that as we were walking through the park. We made our way towards the zoo and out of the park. We weren't going to the zoo this time, we were heading back onto the bus to go to Carlsberg Brewery, which we weren't getting off at, and back to the city to see Tivoli Gardens. In hindsight, I would have enjoyed having a look around the Carlsberg Brewery, but we knew we were going to spend quite a bit of time in Tivoli Gardens, so didn't want to end up being too rushed when we got there eventually. And the following day we wouldn't have had enough time either because we had another few things that we were going to be doing. So here we are entering Tivoli Gardens. You do actually have to pay to come into the gardens itself, and there's a couple of different options for tickets that you can buy. So you can just get a entrance ticket, which is into the gardens and doesn't include any of the rides, which was about £23 I think, and you can get an entrance pass and a ride pass, which is about £44 roughly. We chose to get the entrance itself because we didn't want to go on all of the rides. I do get sick on a lot of these things, unfortunately, with motion sickness, so I can't go on very much. And Glenn was only going to do a couple, so we got the entrance fee for about £23 and then purchased a couple of individual rides on the way around, which you can do, so that made it easier for us. This opened in 1843, which makes it one of the oldest amusement parks in the world, and it's right in the middle of the city, and it's famous for its rides, gardens and really beautiful atmosphere. It was also here that inspired Walt Disney to create the Disneyland parks. Glenn loves the chairplanes, so he had to have a ride on that, of course. I just stand by, I hold onto the bags and I can film. That's about as much as I can do. This is another one that's not for me. I don't think I mind the height so much, just the round and round would make me sick. If it just went up and we could see the view and it would come back down again without moving, I'd be perfectly happy with that. This ride was absolutely nuts, and I can't imagine how anybody goes on that without coming off a bit green. Despite not being able to go on many of the rides, I do enjoy going to a theme park and just taking in all the atmosphere and watching other people scare themselves silly on different rides. We found a great place to stop for some beers, which was actually brewed here on site, so we couldn't miss out on that opportunity. We came across these adorable baby peacocks, which I don't think I've ever seen a baby peacock before, but they were so cute. We did end up going on 2 rides together, which I didn't really get very good pictures for. One was a shoot ride as you go around an indoor track, which was all very tame, so I was okay. And I couldn't come all this way without going on one of the oldest wooden roller coasters in the world. This one here was opened in 1914, and it's still got a manual brake that somebody has to actually sit and operate, so I couldn't miss out on that, and I was fine enough that it was short. It didn't go upside down, and so it was good fun. Glenn went on this ride, and again, it's not one that I could have done. I'm sure the views from there were amazing, and I'd have liked to have gone up just for that, but it wouldn't have been worth it to me. So we really enjoyed Tivoli. It's well worth a visit. It was really fun and slightly cheeky, but with all the time that we spent there, we didn't actually have much time to see anything else on the way back to get the last bus of the day, and we headed back to the ship. So now's the time to give the video a like if you hadn't done already, and subscribe to my channel to see more from me. The next video coming for our second day in Copenhagen, where we get to see a little bit more of the city on the hop-on, hop-off bus tour, as well as taking a boat trip. So keep an eye out for that, and thank you for watching this one.